Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Football United TV. Thank you so much for sharing, tuning in, subscribing, liking, and all the rest. Today, another episode of United Across the Pond. We are here with some very special guests. My man, S Beatley TV, Stephen, Arsenal fan, by the way.
Oh, welcome,
David.
welcome, Stephen.
He's going to be like the outsider guy to sort of tell us how we feel about what's happening. We've also got
Probably
Rich
tell me who
Hale.
lot, to be honest.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Rich. Hi, Rich.
Hey, Rich, welcome.
Rich Mill in the house. On Monday's back in the house as well too.
Yes.
Greetings, everybody.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Mateo is back in the house too.
Mateus, the man.
Big up to you.
Thank
And
you, guys.
Solo 7 Man United agenda, mate.
Thank you.
What's up, Solo?
Thank you. Thank you.
So guys, look, we're talking about Man United, aren't we, recently, like with the protest that happened on Sunday. I think maybe we should try and clear the air on that and get our opinions across. Start with you on Monday, mate. I mean, what did you make of what happened on Sunday? I mean, are you happy with what happened, or do you think that the media have like egged it into a way that it makes us look bad as a club?
Well. I've said a lot of this. I'm just going to give my opinion. I don't care. It's me. I stand for me. I back up what I say. You know the term agent provocateur? Have you heard of that? Where you get infiltrated and someone goes in and eggs them on. And I think what happened there on that day is a setup. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's Man United fans. I think someone's egging them on to do it. You get a lot of that with these protests recently, with all these marches about anti-COVID and all this kind of thing. You get these people insiders go in there as a group, and they stir things up, you know? And I think this is what happened. Just prior to this show, I'm watching a live stream of the Chelsea supporters walking down Chelsea Bridge Road, whatever, and, you know, just following them. And I was watching it, I was just in awe. And all these young fans are singing and chanting, and someone would start a chant, and I was like, hey, and they all join in, and they're getting all frenzied up and everything else. Then someone said, you know, get that guy over there. Everyone was like, yeah, get that guy over there. It's just like this tribal, it's blinded kind of thing. So what I saw on the weekend with Man United, disappointed. Don't like the idea that, for one, how can they get into the stadium? Confused by that. How can they get into the stadium? Trespassing. Shouldn't the police be involved? You know, it's on Sky News, so it's also on Sky Sports Live. It looks good, you know, they can film it all. They can create this big drama scene, you know. It's a drama show. I'm watching, I'm thinking, this is fake. I don't believe it, you know. So whatever has happened, I don't know, but I don't think it should take away from the real reasons why they were there. Initially, the fans, the United fans, were supposed to be with the Liverpool fans, united, to talk about or get together outside of the stadium, discuss the issues that they don't like. But instead, it's been distracted by something else, which is why I sense there's some sort of funny play involved here. Whether I'm right or not, who knows? But I just like to speculate about these things, because what you're presented with, you have to sort of read between the lines and say, well, actually, how does this happen? How can this happen? Why would the people do that? You know, because now the headlines are about the fans and disorderly. It's always the fans, the working class people, who are the thing who they think they're dumb. If you're really sensible and you want to make a movement, and you want to fight against some sort of thing that you feel unjust by, there's ways to go about it. This is not the smart way to do it. This is the ignorant way to do it, which leads to you falling you're playing into people's hands. Sorry, I'm going on a bit.
That's all right. No, fair points. Good
That's
comments.
great. I mean, Brit, what do you make of this? Like coming from Texas, right?
Right, yeah. And the whole getting into the stadium, like he said, there does sound like how we see all these other protests. No other fan group had somehow getting in their stadium, but somehow Manchester United fan and gets into Old Trafford, like how, and then security, like he was saying too, it's almost like, except for the one video where you see him busting down the door, that's the only evidence of some little break-in. There's a lot of other doors where those were just opened up and people let in and given a runaround to take the focus off and put it on, well, You know, this is why everybody hates football fan. Football fan is so crazy. They're emotional. They have no idea what's going on. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care what they destroy. It's our own home. What are we going into our own home for and just damaging and, you know, not giving a crap about anything, thinking the Glazers will be paying for repairs? Get out of here. Get a job, man. That's coming out of Man United budget. That's transfer budget right there that we would have. But no, now we got to fix goalposts, fix the lock on a door. Like,
Corner flag.
come on. Yeah, we're taking our own money from us, thinking we're, you know, making the Glazers spend money out of pocket. Like, no, you're not, man. You're not. You're killing our own club from the inside. And they should have got in. There's no way, especially with COVID and everything. There's so many rules broken by entering the stadium. And I get it, you know, no bigger stage to do anything like this than Manchester United v. Liverpool. But evidently somebody was enticed, incited for some little inside job, don't want to be conspiracy guy, to let a whole bunch of people in and onto the pitch, into the dressing room. Come on, man. Come on. No, ain't having it.
It's a it's a bit suspect, isn't it? I think Monday and Britt agree on that. Solo, what did you make of it? I mean, I know we talked about it quite a lot, and I kind of feel like you get a bit of harshness with trying to sort out a situation like this. Like, you need to take the rough to get the smooth. What do you make, Solo?
I'm going to be very controversial here with all you guys here. I'm going to be partly agree with some of the comments, and I'm going to then disagree with some of the comments. So, in a football stadium, when there's a game on, basically due to security, and obviously if there was a fire, ambulance need to come in, and so what, all the stadium doors has to be open. So because Man United was playing Liverpool, the stadium door has to be open due to health and safety. The problem is, yes, the protest was organized weeks ago. So the police know about the protests. Manchester United as football club know about the protests. So that one, student, I think me and Amanda on me and Mr. B and Amanda were talking the other day about the student. The student would never be there because when you look at football games at the moment due to the COVID pandemic, there's only about 4 or 5 stewards at a ground at the moment. And technically they're acting like ball boys. That's the bottom line, what they're doing at the moment, which is true. They're the one who's getting the ball and fetching the ball back. So that there, you cannot then say, why do we have enough steward? We can't have steward because of COVID. Then you look at the other point now where people are on the pitch, hooligans, this is, by the way, on the pitch, breaking flags, sitting on goalposts, sitting on the top of the net, throwing beer cans at Graham Souness, calling names to Jamie Carragher. Unspeakable. That is disgusting behaviour by a so-called Manchester United fans. So like what Amonde says, I agree. Some of these fans are not Manchester United fans. They've gone in to the stadium and they've created havoc. We're talking about paying for things like Man United. In the South Stand, Stratford End, yeah? That's had a leak in the ground for God knows how long, and the Glazers has not fixed that. There's rumours circulating tomorrow night at the game, there will be protests at the game tomorrow for Roma. So Man United fans apparently will be in Italy to protest. Then we go to Burnley game, there will be protests at the Burnley game. After the Burnley game, we've got Leicester. There's going to be protests there as well. So for all the games, and then we've got Liverpool again coming up, and there's going to be even a bigger protest. This is not finished. It's not finished. It's far from finished. And to the point now, enough is enough with the Glazers. That's where I look at it. Enough is enough. They have ruined Manchester United's club. People can say, Graham Souness will say, oh yeah, but they gave them how many billions to spend. But the recruitment of the players we signed, if Ole or Jose Mourinho wanted to buy Harry Maguire, did he get Harry Maguire? No, he didn't. He got Eric Bailly instead. Yeah? All the players Man United wanted, the manager wanted, these Glazers rip us off by giving us second fiddle or third fiddle. We needed left back, yeah? When we had Ashley Young at the club, yeah? What did Glazer do? They went to Italy and got a budget player to come in instead of a well-known player to come and fill that place. They deserve what they get, the Glazers. As a Man United fan, I'm backing the fans, but I do not back the hooligans inside the stadium. That's our home ground. That's the theatre of dream. That's what the dreams are made for, to make someone's dream come true. Not to be going on the pitch, digging up the turf, throwing stuff around, creating a problem around. If you're doing it outside the stadium, it's a free country. Speak, do whatever you want to do outside the stadium. Do not go in the stadium and create that. And then when he came to the hotel and these disgusting fans are kicking doors in, where the players, what has the players got to do with this protest? It's despicable. It's disgusting behaviour. And I don't associate myself with those fans. I am a Man United fan, and that's how I look at it.
Yeah, we don't want to be associated by people that do reckless things, do we? That's not our way of thoughtful mentation in trying to solve the situation. I think everybody knows, like, physicality and showing your anger doesn't solve problems. If anything, the Glazers are probably thinking, well, we'll just buy like 4 or 5 players and they'll be sorted out. All these young players are like, yay, you got Sancho, yay. But they won't get someone like a CDM, like, because it's not a very high prolific status position to buy, is it? There's no one really, there's no CDMs out there you go, yeah, we got to get him. He's the best in the world. So, yeah, look, I think they might try that move. Stephen, you wanted to jump in. I know you're like, not a neutral, you're an enemy, but
I'm not an enemy on this, to be honest.
No, exactly. So right. On the neutral side of like the fans worshipping football, how do you feel about this, man? Like, coming from one Arsenal?
Well, I mean, obviously, I mean, Arsenal, for example, they obviously want to make contributors to this Super League, which just kick this all off. I mean, everyone knows about Arsenal with the Cronkies. We ain't like them since they come in. And now they own the whole of the club. We don't hear anything. Silent Stan sits in American, and that's how it's going to be. And these mouthpieces is his son. But I mean, the protest I saw, by all means, like I say, you have every right to protest, and Man United fans got every right to protest. I mean, the Glazers, how they run, like 2 words: Ed Woodward. That's what that says it all in a nutshell.
What's his name, Stephen? Edward Woodward.
Ed Woodward. Yeah. Well, he could be Edward Woodward. He couldn't get any players, right? So there we are.
Say it 5 times fast.
Yeah. Try and say it. It's better try and say it when you're drunk as well. But obviously, it was when I mean, the one thing I heard is that all the Man United fans that will go there, genuine fans who want to protest against the Glazers, and that's not a problem. There's always going to be that small minority that they were intending to try any way which I can to stop the game. That was their intention. That small minority was there, not to just cause havoc, but to make sure that game did not go ahead. Because they thought it'd be like, look at us as fans trying to stop it. We can stop a game if you don't get out of this club, right? And you, like you said, you're playing into media's hands, because how long have the media gone on about football fans in general and slugged us off? Right, it's been going on since what? Heysel, Hillsborough, right? Hillsborough's the most notable one. I mean, look, I mean, how long did that take to come out the truth? Right, so they've been on football fans for years, so no matter which way you would spun it, even if they were genuine and there was no violence or anything like that, they would have found some way to spin it. I don't, but like I said, I don't agree with any fan that decides to think it's fine to enter a stadium, cause carnage, and assault police officers, try and threaten the lives of players at hotels. Right? You're not part of society, let alone a football club. And And that's like, but it seems like with any protest, there's just seems that someone mentioned here is that there's that small minority that will get into, because it's a protest, they'll get in and it's a way to start causing havoc in a way. Not saying that the protest is completely wrong and it's absolutely justified. It's just they think they can jump on to try and see and what problems they can cause on top of that, and it just destroys the whole image of that protest.
Yeah,
100%.
But it's like with Conky's that, and I think hopefully, like, because we got our protest tomorrow for the Arsenal game. Not sure about Sunday. I mean, yeah, I love Arsenal, hate Conky. You know, it's my new shirt. It's my new sweater for next season.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Hopefully he's gone. Hopefully Daniel Week is actually serious and we can actually get out of this. But with Cronky is that we'll do a protest on Thursday, and hopefully if they've learned anything sort of the stewing and that they'll put extra policing and staff for that game to ensure something doesn't go out of hand. Hopefully if Arsenal it won't, but you can never tell with these things. It's like, say, someone could just not even be an Arsenal fan and just jump in for the sake of it. So
yeah, I get that.
That's the thing. I think some of them are probably just not even Man United fans. They were just there because they thought it'd be an opportunity to jump on and cause havoc.
Man City fans, that's what I said. just wanted to cause ruckus. So like, we're going to win this Red Bull. Like, we might as well just take over your stadium. I'm not saying that as a truthful thing.
I mean, some fans have joked about Arsenal with the Super League. If we're like, oh yeah, you should be celebrating, like, because like you get guaranteed Europe every year. You ain't going to get Europe next season. I'm like, yeah, but I want to earn it.
Yeah, poor West Ham. Poor old West Ham wouldn't be able to get in it.
Yeah, how could you look? It's like someone said in another podcast. Is that how could you look them in the eye and say, "Yeah, well done, mate, but you're not getting Europe"?
Yeah,
you can't.
Exactly that, isn't it? Mateo, what do you make of it, mate? Like, what's happened in the last week, man?
Yeah, to piggyback, I think it's like what Amandi was saying. There's some agents, some agents in there that are not representative of any of the clubs, Liverpool or United, in that protest on the weekend. I'm all in favor for protests, but you never want to see violence. You never want to see violence, and there's clips of people throwing bottles, and they've clearly been drinking. Like, you never want to see that because now you just became reckless.
Yeah.
Mateo, did it remind you of like the Trump thing when they stormed like the?
It's bizarre. It's really bizarre because
that was fake. That was
there's something.
Cyclops. Yeah.
It's made up. There's someone that someone got riled up and got put up to do something like this. Like, you know how the Simpsons predicted the White House. It's like that. It's too serious to be true. Like, no. And as you see us, we're gathered here as fans and speaking on it, like, educated, and we all know the background of our clubs, and we're all expressing our points. We're not going out recklessly.
We're even rivals as well.
Exactly.
The same thing.
So I think that they underestimate how smart fans are, and they're trying to paint the image of us fans to be uneducated and reckless. And so I do think that on the weekend there was people that weren't Liverpool or United fans, and they got us into trouble.
This is the point. It destroys the whole image of a protest.
Right.
So the whole image is not about Glazers out. So the Glazers will see a report later, if they're in America, they'll see a report of that and said, "Oh, these hooligans! How dare they trash our stadium? How dare they trash this? What are they doing?" And they're not actually getting to the point of why are we there? Why are we there? Why are we protesting?
Right. Don't even get mentioned.
What they're going to be doing? They're going to be signing checks to the saboteurs and say, "Yeah, well done, mate. Thanks a lot."
No, that's what I'm saying. Also be thinking.
You did good. You did good.
Yeah. I get the point. I get the point of people maybe getting in the stadium saying that it's our stadium and this, that, and all the other. But in the end, that's still wrong. Be respectful. So stay outside, do your protest. I mean, and yeah, just to try and if you can deter anyone from doing it, do so. If you can't,
Right.
then
This is kind of like if I was annoyed about my boss at work, I wouldn't just break in and start like vandalizing everything. And yeah, like
well, I don't know how your relationship is with your boss.
third, and then like, no, you're sacked. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, guys,
I'll get somebody else in. All right,
one
okay.
thing I think
That
we-
didn't go right.
Guys,
Everybody-
one thing I don't think we covered. Sorry to interrupt. One thing I don't think we covered is I don't know if you guys ever done stadium tours or anything like that. You know, the home dressing room always is locked. Okay, so these hooligans went in and broke into the Man United home dressing room with people's personal belonging in it.
Solo. That was the lock was a Cheeto. I think.
No, stop.
You know what's the point? Some people will look at that. Some people look at that when they see these people start breaking in. Those other people will go in thinking, "Look at this! It's our chance to get into the home dressing room. Have a look. Right, let's get a free sort of stadium tour sort of thing."
Yeah.
Rather than like,
it's bad. It is bad.
Very bad.
And for me, as I said, as a Man United fan, I feel deeply grieved with these people who's gone there and create this problem, because like we're saying here, it just gives us Man United fans such a bad reputation, and it's not going to go away, because we are going to now be remembered in the next 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, or whenever. Oh, remember when you guys protest and you broke into the stadium and you ripped your own stadium apart, your own stadium.
Whereas Arsenal fans will be remembered for jumping off roofs on their face and losing their teeth.
that's called falling. No, do you know what that is? That's called 17 years of falling down the table. Yeah, don't try. I can roast my thing better than anyone.
See that? Did anyone see that?
I've dealt with this. I've dealt with this season.
That's brilliant.
Everybody, please do smash a like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining in. We've got Talk coming in, Talk MU coming in a minute. I just want to shout out a few comments. Ryan says hello.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Miss Melina says hello.
Hello,
Hi, Miss Melina.
No.
Here's one for you, Matteo. Up the Dragons.
Up
Up the Dragons!
Up the Dragons again.
There we go.
Matteo brings it. Oh, look. Bring on Matteo. Brian, he's here. Where have you been, mate? Where have you been? Hi, Ryan and Up the Dragons. There you go. Look, Up the Dragons all the time. Bring on Matteo. Yes, you're here. He's here. Ryan.
He's here.
I'm here, guys. I'm here.
I bet you ain't even watching, Ryan. I bet you. Hello.
Let's type in.
You must be watching. Gormano, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kamara.
Rory, hello.
Hi, Rory.
Hello,
No.
Rory.
No questions, just no. Great.
Up the dragon again.
Yeah.
I know what dragons. I need to get on your dragon thing. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh yeah,
Missing out.
we just won a Division 1 title yesterday with Dragons.
Oh, brilliant.
Big up the goat, Matteo.
Was it 7-0? Was that you lot winning 7-0 or something like that?
Not sure, but we got promoted from Division 2 up to 1, and you're playing against the best pro clubs in FIFA, and then we won that one almost undefeated like the whole day. We played like 5 hours.
One
and
game.
lost one game.
Yeah, I saw one game where I think you lot won like 7-0 or something like that.
Oh yeah, we cream some teams sometimes. Sometimes it's tight though. The last game we were missing chances. We were all like stressing out because it was our first chance to win the title. But yeah, you guys got to check out Pro Club sometime when you can.
Well, I do watch it.
Lucky you don't support Tottenham, so you won't bowl it.
No, not nearly. Not nearly. We actually got a little bit of a cabinet.
MU.
Talk MU's in the house. Welcome in, Talk.
Yes, Talk MU.
Yes, Talk.
Hey, welcome.
MU. How you doing? You right?
Welcome.
Hello.
Maybe just to ask your opinion quickly, Talk, and then we're going to go quickly on what we think the outcome is going to be tomorrow. But what do you think of the protest on Sunday against Liverpool?
Get off the grass.
Get off the grass, you.
We'll get to that in a minute. First thing, I mean, with the thing with getting into the ground, for me, right, that I don't see how going into the ground itself was such a big deal. What I do have a problem with is obviously the causing damage, any violence, any aggressive behaviour, totally out of order. The point of getting in the ground is supposed to be to make the point, look, listen, this is our club. This is our club, not your club. You've got money invested in it, but this is our club, the fans, right? Just remember that. And this is bringing it close to the bone. Getting it close to the bone means now they understand. Now they understand what has to happen. Now they know if they do not put their hands in their pockets big time going forward, not just this window, but the window after and all the other windows, to keep up with the price of success. This is the price of success. You have to spend big. Doesn't matter. Everybody's, people talk about, because Man United, when you go for the transfer, they pump the price up. But that's the price of success. That's what we are. I always go back to what we are all about, which Amonde and Solo and everybody else understands, is youth, courage, greatness. The greatness part is what we are. We're the greatest club in the world. Don't care what anybody says. We're the biggest club in the world. So we have to spend big money.
I love it. I love it how you said that when Stephen left. Very wise.
He can't defend himself.
Stephen's got no argument. That's why he's turned his camera off, because he's like,
he knew Tuck was joining. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but you know what? No, things just got a little bit kind of crazy. People let their emotions get the better of them. And as a Man United fan, I understand how you can let that happen, because I don't know how I know. Well, one thing's for sure, I know I wouldn't have turned violent or damaged anything, but I would have got really emotional if I would have been there. There's no doubt about that. But that's why I didn't go, because I knew that my emotions would have got the better of me. And you don't know what you just don't know what you're gonna say. You don't know what. If somebody says the wrong thing to you, you're going to end up in a scuffle, and you don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I stayed away.
That's what you'll be doing.
You know what I mean?
On that note, can I touch on something to commute?
Yeah, please, Matteo. Yeah.
I was listening to a fan forum, and they once they finally made it into the stadium, they didn't expect to make it that far. So they were like on the field, like, wow, we didn't expect to make it this far. Like, we don't even know what to do. So that goes back to the same point. They're not even organized on what they wanted to do there. They're just, it's a lot of like testosterone just flowing and
well,
a lot of fury.
There should have been somebody there should have took control of that and said, right, guys, we stay on the pitch and we don't move from the pitch. Don't touch anything else. Just stay on the pitch, sit down, and just shout it. Glazers out.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Yeah,
that would have been fine.
There was enough. There was a good opportunity there for them to do that. But like I say, I mean, a lot of them were young. I think a lot of them were younger and giddy, and it does. I think it does.
Talk, MU. Can I interrupt there?
Yeah, go.
There was about 3 toddlers was on the pitch at the same time.
Yeah.
They weren't strikers, were they? Were they solo? They weren't strikers, were they? We could
well, it was what it was. It was a new centre back, a new right wing, and a centre forward.
They're on trial.
Let me say this though: that this opportunity will never happen again, because there's no way will anybody ever get in that stadium again.
Yeah.
So in one sense, we have to sort of think, you know what? Okay, we had the opportunity to really, really put a message to these owners, and we took it. There was bad side effects of that, obviously, with the damage and the violence towards the police, which is totally bang out of order. You just won't do it.
Right.
So, but there is a small percentage of what happened, which was good. Only a very small amount of what happened was good in terms of how the Glazers now are looking at this and how it's that's because the one thing's for sure, they would have been shocked by that. There's no doubt about it. They would have been shocked by that, because they would have been like, yeah, whoa, shit, the bloody hell, they're in the bloody ground. Imagine that if you're the owner.
Hang on, I would just say as well is that the thing is as well. Now you've got our protest on Thursday. We won't get that opportunity.
No,
They'll see that and go. They'll see that and go. No. You think you're getting in here? No. You can get lost.
Yeah.
Right. So they'll make extra security measures, right, to make sure that protest won't get out of hand either.
At the Emirates, mate, they'll have the bar open, mate.
Yeah.
Well, at least it'll be the first.
Have a
At
pint
least,
on the pitch.
if we get into the ground and start singing,
what?
at least it won't turn into a library again.
No, you'll make money from it.
Matt, I'll tell you what I can see happening here now, right, with these owners, because let's have it right. We are now a bit of a victim of our own success with the price tag of the club. It's awful lot of money. But what I can see happening here is because now they've planted the seed of this Super League, right? We all know that football is going to change in the years to come. They're now going to be talking about, right, listen, this seed's been planted. There are going to be changes. There's changes to the Champions League. FIFA and UEFA are going to alter the money that's given out to clubs. There's going to be opportunities for more money to come into the clubs. What's the value of that going to be? And they will work that out, kind of forecast it, and then think, right, okay, well, is that going to be a good number for us if we were to put in 200 plus million each window? In the future, we're going to probably get more than that back once things change and everything else. So, they may well look at it like that, because, like I say, who's going to buy it? Who's going to buy it for 4 billion? For close to, because then you not only got 4 billion to spend on the club, you've got also, as we say, renovations to take to pay for. You've got the transfers and the players to pay for. It's an awful lot of money.
Let me just cut in, because we really got to get on, because I know the Man United agenda. We really want to get on the Man United agenda at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I just want to shout out a few more comments, and then we can ask quickly about your thoughts on the Europa League. Miss Melena says, big up Renee. Renee couldn't make it today, nor could Amy, but Amy will be on next week, and so will Renee. I think Renee will be on tomorrow as well, celebrating, hopefully, that we get through. I'm pretty sure we will.
Oh, yeah.
6-2 up. It can't go wrong, can it? Even though Mourinho's just joined Roma.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's just going to be in the stands. He'll just be in the stands.
Matt, let's just say me and you are good friends. If you lose, you better hide.
I will be. I'll be still for City all the way.
You better hide as well.
Likewise, if you make it to the final, you better hide.
I'll tell you what Mourinho's going to do. Mourinho's going to go in there and say to that squad, right, guys, Manchester United are coming to town. They're 6-2 up. We've got to park the bus. Park the bus.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm gonna ask Monday and Solo first. What you guys think's gonna happen tomorrow against Roma, second leg? And I know you said about there being protests in Roma. I can't see it happening myself, but yeah, Monday first. Yeah, what do you think of the result tomorrow?
Well, just quickly on the protest in Roma, you don't go to Rome. The police will kick your backside. You get what happened to Leeds, what happened to all these clubs going out there thinking they're tough, and yeah. You get whooped. This ain't England. They will tan your ass and send you back wounded and with a criminal record. So don't even try that. Look, the first result was fantastic. At halftime, I was pulling my hair out.
Matt knows about it already.
Thanks to the senior players in the squad, they turned it around. There's the Pogbas, the Cavani's, the top players. Spoke to the guys on the pitch, orchestrated it, got us back in the match, and now it's over. I'd like to see some youngsters playing. Maybe Ahmad, give them a good run out, more experience. I still need to see that. Ollie, if you ever got an opportunities now, come on, do the right thing. Roma, heart has been taken out, eaten, and finished. I don't know who got Burnley Sunday.
Yes.
Burnley. Yeah. So Man City might win, get their 3 points, and it's over. But let's still keep that momentum going, because I don't want us to dip. So I want to see us play a few youngsters, still have that momentum and form. So take it all the way to the final, and so we can win something. So yeah, I think we're going to go through maybe a draw.
Yep, cool. Solo.
I ain't going no draw. We're Man United. We don't draw games. We got to win games. Now, on a serious though, yeah, we are 6-2 up. But what I don't want us to do is complacency. Roma have done it before in the past against Barcelona, where they've come back from, I think, a 6-goal aggregate before and won.
4-0
aggregate and won. So yeah, I'm not going to take anything lightly, but for me, again, like what Amanda said, I'd like to see some of these youngest players bleed into it. But I've known this squad that's gone out already, and there's only 3 youngsters that's actually on the plane. So I know they're not even going to play anyway. And that's Ahmed was one of them. The goalkeeper, young goalkeeper, is another one, and I can't remember the midfield playing him. And then that's it really. But what I'd like to see him do is rest some of the key players. Again, I'm on there.
Bruno.
Being in the press conference, I think he'll play.
Yeah, he will play in the he will play.
Yeah, why is that,
the press
Matteo?
conference? No, he was in the press conference
Yeah.
next to Ollie, so I think he's playing.
Well, he should
He's
be.
playing.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing.
He'll be captain.
He'll at least start. I think he'll be taken off after a little while, like maybe 60, 70, but he'll start for sure. Bruno will start.
I think
He
if he's
won't
going to
get
make any
rested.
changes anywhere, Ollie, I think that he'll make changes maybe at the back.
Yes.
That's where he make changes
Yes.
because, you know, he can rest some of the back players, and yeah, I don't know if he would actually put out Diallo as much as I'd love him to. I don't know if he'd do that.
I'd like it.
You know what I
I'd
mean?
like that. I would
Yeah.
talk. I mean, Britt, what do you make of like Diallo not playing him as much as they really probably wanted to?
Right.
He's been talked about as the next best thing since sliced bread, and yet we haven't played him as much, have we?
Yeah, I'm either it has to be we're missing something, like because he's in training all the time, all the coaches, all the trainers looking at him constantly all the time. He's young, so I get it. Don't want to bring him in too early. And basically, if he has a bad game, you know how social media and everything is, the kid could get totally destroyed and all his confidence just out the window. And then he doesn't have it and he just flutters out. And it's another one that we end up shipping off too early. And then they end up doing something somewhere else, and then we get lambasted because we don't know how to bring up our youth properly.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we have to miss something with him, and the same thing with Donnie too. There's got to be something we don't know, but I trust they know the plan and they're fine with it because you don't hear any crying from either one of those two kids, and especially Diallo. So without us even having a proper right winger, he's still just sitting in the background, but you don't hear anything from him, and like we don't hear anything from Donnie. So there has to be their communication has had to be had.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Britt, sorry, I'll tell you why, Britt, because we all know Alex Ferguson was the master of communication, right? And we know that Ollie is the mold of Alex Ferguson. So there's no doubt about it.
No. Got about 2 minutes.
He's going to have had those conversations with his players, you know, as to what his plans are for them, what their importance is in the next game or whatever game it's going to be. You know, that's all going to be happening.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm wondering if he might play Matic tomorrow.
You'll just take it up thinking. I was going to say he's going to play Matic and Van der Beek tomorrow. The 2 pivot.
Just to rest players, or do you think that's
to rest players?
Right, okay. Because we can do that now. We are comfortably through. We didn't play Liverpool at the weekend, so we're not like out of exhaustion. We should have a really good squad. We haven't played for a week.
Yeah.
Right, and he could probably Donnie push up a little bit more. Where our aggregate is so good, we don't have to sit there and really play a double pivot.
Hey, Britt, I heard everyone was like saying Donnie's in the dressing room waiting to get minutes on the field when they were protesting. You heard that?
I did hear that. I did, man.
Rush into the guy. Don't get horrible. Stephen.
One thing. Thing with Donnie, it's about he's being very professional. You can't go from playing every minute of Ajax, playing Champions League, playing for your national side, and then come to Man United being quiet. He's just being professional. Whereas you got the difference with Bruno. Bruno can bully the manager. I think if what's the name, Donnie had a better, more conviction, he would be saying to him, "Look, man, you got to play me," and I think he'd break him. I think Ollie would start playing him if he really meant it. But Ollie seems to think, right, I can get away with that. I can get away with keeping this guy down. I keep getting with this. But Bruno, and Pogba, no. All these senior players, you can't get away with it like that. So I think if you're Donny, you got to step up and say, I demand to play, and be knocking on his door. That's what I'd be doing. That shit to me shows lack of character, you know, and lack of conviction. You're there at a big club. Don't waste a season of your career in your pomp when you're young and all that kind of thing. Knock on his door, demand to play. Show that. Don't just be
You know
what? Nice guy. Sorry.
I'm on day. I'm on day.
Hang on. Talk. Hang on. Stephen's got to go. So let's shout out Stephen's channel.
See, Steve.
Yeah, you find me on SVT TV, do Arsenal Football F1 content, raise awareness for Children's Liver Disease Foundation as well as money. Literally 14 hours to go, right? So it'll be done by tomorrow, but 14 hours, and then they can monetize the channel. So all that money can then go to the Children's Liver Disease Foundation itself. So thanks to everyone who has watched. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed, and keep subscribing, and let's get ourselves up to 1.5k. So let's. And also subscribe here as well. Get this channel up to 600 now. So
good luck tomorrow.
Good luck.
Hey, we're going to need more than luck. We're going to need religion. We're going to need. I'm going to hide behind a pillow, right? Especially with this manager. If he plays a false nine again, I'm going to lose my plot.
Brilliant, Steve. Brilliant.
Take care. Yeah.
Take care, Stephen.
Thank you.
I'm going to shout out a few comments. I'm going to shout out a few comments, and maybe we can just sort of give our predictions, because we are running very late now. We've got about 4 minutes. Obviously, I really want to get onto your guys' shows. Britt is speaking facts. Big up Amonde and Solo 7 from the Man United Agenda. Big up SPTV. Big up Matteo. I did make that point, though. You make loads of points, Talk MU. Istanbul, we are coming, says Charlie Herbert. Hibbert. Anthony Herbert now. Fans went for Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. Do anyone hold them a bit responsible for this?
Not our fans.
No.
That's just a straight no, innit? You don't even have to say anything more about that. Hello, Charlie and Anthony. Yes, we got Villa on Sunday. Have we? I thought it was Burnley.
Yes.
Villa.
Hold on. Yeah, no, Villa. Sorry, apologies, Villa.
It's the same kit.
Yeah. Claret blue.
I don't agree with violence and damage. Yeah, no, we don't either, mate. We don't. Hello, Miss Melina. Big up the panel, Natish.
Thank you.
Crazy Gooner. Be on the posts. Ao Matteo. Force the protest reflects how much we have fallen. Talk. We got Britt Matteo. You lads are doing well. From a non-biased viewpoint, I think Man United will beat Roma 3-1, 9-3 in aggregate. That's very biased. Where Matteo gone? Matteo's always in it. Bro, Kishan, you all right, mate? You want to join Ryan? You ain't watching, bro. You ain't on it. Bargav's in the house as well. Big up the panel. LOL at
Hello.
So, guys, what do you think the result is going to be? Let's start with you, Britt, first, mate. What is the result going to be tomorrow, man?
I think we'll still put a couple past them. I mean, we're Manchester United. This is Roma. I know it's not taking them lightly or anything, but quality on the pitch is quality on the pitch. The clean sheet, just to keep going into the weekend and keep everything going. If we can just not be too, lackadaisical, because we're going to win this anyway. The leg is all but over. We're all but in the final. So as long as we just keep our head, keep the clean sheet, put one or two past, and just have a nice, easy, calm game. Control, not destroy them, but control the game, control all proceedings. 1-0, it'll feel like we beat them 5-0 because we can control it. And we do that. Don't care what the score is. Don't know how many we get knocked. Control the game. Let everybody know we're on to the final. And we're going to win it.
Yeah. Cool, man. And shout out your socials as well, because we are about to end it. Britt, thank you so much for coming on, mate.
Thank you. Twitter at Brit1502. Glazers out. That's all my shout outs right there, man. That's all I got.
Thank you
Thank you
so much for coming on, mate. Hopefully you can join us next week as well, man. That'd be much a pleasure, mate.
Anytime I can. Appreciate it.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Solo, what do you think of the prediction tomorrow? And shout out your socials afterwards as well.
Prediction tomorrow, nothing but a win. 3-0 win United. I'd like to see our man get on the score sheet. I would like to see Van der Beek as well get a goal if he get to start. So 3-0 United. Nothing but a win. Don't want us to draw. Smash them up. So you can find me on the Man United Agenda on Instagram, Twitter. Also, you can find me at Solar United 7. Also, you can find us on YouTube at the Man United Agenda. And also, we've got a channel called FTB Sports as well. And we're giving away a football shirt with your name and number of it once we hit 500 subscribers. Thank you.
Solo, thank you so much. Go check out the Man United Agenda, mate. Really good channel. One of my favorites right now as well. I really do love it. Matteo, thank you so much for coming on again, mate.
Anytime.
Sorry it was so quick, bro. But
no. It's okay. It's always short but sweet.
Short but sweet. Love it, bro. Where can we find you, mate? Where, mate chocolate on Twitter, innit?
Yeah, mate chocolate on Twitter, mate chocolate on Instagram, Mateo on YouTube, maybe Mateo FIFA or something on YouTube. It might help the keyword. Check that out. And for the prediction tomorrow, even Pogba was saying they're not satisfied. They're not stopping. They're not going to be complacent about the results. So I think we're going to go out and put out another professional performance. And the team's been growing a lot, the mentality and the unity, united. So I think we're going to get a goal or two, and they're going to take some of the starters off and then give another chance to some of the other guys. So maybe a 2-0, a 3-0, maybe 3-1, I hope. We got to win by a couple goals again and just flatten them.
Yeah, I agree. Cheers, Matteo, mate.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Talk, and then we're going to finish off with a Monday talk. Where can we find you, bro? And what's your prediction of tomorrow's result?
You'll find me at Speakler TV. Find me on the Football United TV.
On the grass.
On Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter at iTalkMU. And I'm not going to do it. I know you want me to do it. I will do it in a minute. Hold on.
Hurry up. We've got to go.
Yeah, we've got to go. Come on.
All right. Let me speak then.
Sorry.
I think it's just going to be. They've got to score 6 if I'm right. They've got to score 6. So we're not going to go out there and really start pushing too much to get loads and loads of goals, because why would we do? We don't need to do that. We need to be a more controlled, like you say, professional game. Play a bit of keep ball, make them chase it, because we don't have to chase nothing. Get opportunities, go and take them, but I don't see it being all out attack. I just don't see that.
So what do you think?
I think we'll get another couple. So I think maybe 2-0 on the night.
And where can we find you, bro?
I just said it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
You forgot.
Well, there you go. I was giving you a second chance, mate. I'm sorry.
This guy's eating too much pizza over here. It's just muddling his plate.
Is that a Mose? Is it?
Yeah.
Last but not least, bro.
Guys, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw or a score draw or something like that. Just manage the game, as Britt said. I totally agree with what Britt said about managing game. I want to see more of that this season. You can find me. My name's Yabba Forbes, YABBA, on Facebook. On Instagram, you can find me at Zacchius Forbes, ZACHIUS Forbes, FORBES. On Twitter, Solo, help me out. On Twitter, I am Omondi Juma. Spelled right here, Omondi Juma 16.
Yes, correct.
Omondi Juma 16. And I'm part of the Man United Agenda. So follow us on Man United Agenda. Love to meet you, Britt. Thank you. First time meeting you. Big up, Britt. Let's keep in touch.
Respect,
and I love the beard as well, man. That's a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom in the beard, I can tell. So big up, guys. And thanks again, Matt, for having me on the show.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. And big up, Matteo. Yes,
Big up.
Let's
Big
go
up,
for the
Britt.
final.
Subscribe.
Go check out
guys.
the Man United Agenda. Going live right now. We're going live right now on the Man United Agenda. Please do go check that out and share, subscribe to this channel. We are ending it right now. It was a very quick talk, and thank you so much for joining in. And we will see you again next week. Until then,
all right, guys. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.